Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's Sync Sports Bets here, and in today's video, I got three player props for the Thursday Night Football Week 15 game. It is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Los Angeles Rams. Should be a really solid matchup here. Before we get into these picks, let's go to the NFL spreadsheet for Week 14 of last video's picks. We cashed out a flex hit of 3 out of 4. So if you guys chose to do that, you guys absolutely cashed, but the power play did not. Bryce Young did hit the under by 6 yards. We were 6 yards away from hitting a 10x hit, so super unfortunate. And yeah, we should have hit. I totally thought Bryce Young was going to convert there at the end of the game. But anyways, let's review each and every pick here and how well they did. So Jalen Warren, we had him over 35.5 rush yards. He ran for 9 carries, 47 yards, and a long of 14. He hit in around the second or third quarter of the game. So easy pick there against a very bad Cleveland's rush defense. And then Bryce Young over 196.5. He was getting bumped by the time we took it, but he only threw for 191. He came into the fourth quarter with around 108 to 120. So he needed a pretty big fourth quarter and able to, get us the dub. And he had a really lengthy last drive. He started at around like the 1 yard line and had like a 30-yard pass, and then got down to like around the 30 of their own end zone and could not convert. He threw to Leggett. Leggett had a wide open catch and dropped it in the end zone. No one was around him for like 10 yards. So it was super unfortunate. He had 2 downs to get 6 yards, could not convert either one of them, and Eagles ended up kneeling and winning the game as Carolina needed a touchdown at the end. So super unfortunate. Bryce Young should have got the job done, but just not played up to expectations. I mean, he had a good game. 191 yards, 19 for 34 completions, attempts, one touchdown. So, I mean, cut it close to the Eagles. That's pretty good. The Panthers are playing a lot better lately, so props to Bryce Young for competing in this game. Um, but anyways, Justin Herbert under zero point 0.5 interceptions. Not sure why Prizepicks put that pick up there because Justin Herbert has only thrown for one interception this entire season. He had one interception at the beginning as well. So, yeah, that one interception at the beginning just really was an easy take there to do his under. He's very protective with the ball, throws darts absolutely to the wide receivers, and wide receivers do bat it down if it is a bad pass. So, yeah, he ended up having 213 pass yards and one touchdown. And then Tutu Atwell, this one was also crazy. I don't know why Prizepicks had this so low because he's around the third or fourth wide receiver for the Rams, and Matthew Stafford literally throws the ball all game long. Um, Tutu Atwell had 3 receptions for 45 receiving yards and a long of 21. I told you guys, Tutu Atwell only will catch the ball if it's a long bomb, and he absolutely got that, I think, in the first or second quarter. So, yeah, I was really confident in these picks going into Sunday, and we cashed out 3 out of 4. Anyways, let's go to our 3-man for today. We're going to go to NFL first half. And I never really do this, but I feel like these are absolute green beans. So we're going to go Matthew Stafford under 131.5. Now, if you guys go to NFL and let's sort this out to just this game. You go to his pass yards. It's at 244. So 240, so basically 245. So 245 divided by 2 is 122.5. So 122.5 should be his first half line, and it's at 131. So we're getting a lot better deal to hit the under because quarterbacks don't usually start throwing until the second half, especially if they're down, and they are projected to lose this game. So to me, I feel like this is a pretty gimme pick here, especially with his hit rate in the first half. So if you go to Prizepicks, the last 5 games, he's only hit this in one game, and he had a very poor outing versus New Orleans in the first half. So he's averaging 93.2 the last 5. Let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, Matthew Stafford has hit under 11 of 13 games. That's an 85% hit rate. Passing yards allowed, um, Niners are ranked 3, which is very, very solid for Matthew Stafford to hit the under. Being ranked 3 pass defense is absolutely crazy. I do not think Matthew Stafford will hit this line unless he gets a breakaway for Nakua, which I don't think will happen. He's only hit this line twice. Nakua's played, over half of these games. So, yeah, I just don't see it. Odds are minus 119. And yeah, this is under first half. So if the first half ends and he's under that, we're already solid for that pick. So yeah, he does pass 58% of the time, but I don't see it happening versus the Niners defense. So we're going to pair that up with Cooper Kupp at 33.5. Last time I saw him at 35.5, so he has dropped down 2 yards, so losing a little bit of value, but he has not hit the last 5 games at all, not even close. Barely versus Buffalo, but really all he throws to right now is Nakua. He had over 100 yards last game and has been consistently having 100 yards games lately for Nakua. So we're not going to pick Nakua. That one's a scary one. But Cooper Kupp, yes, he's the second option. He's pretty elite wide receiver, but he has a very high hit rate as well for the under in the first half. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, Cooper Kupp has hit under this line 7 of 9 games. That's a 78% hit rate at 33.5. So extremely solid here. As receiving yards allowed, Niners are ranked 2. So you got to take this. This is such an easy pick. If it doesn't hit, I will be absolutely shocked. But really, really solid pick here. Only had one insane game versus Seattle's defense, which is not great at all. But yeah, 7 of 9, super, super high hit rates. This doesn't matter much, but Cooper Kupp is highest in targets just because Nakua was hurt most of the season. I would say 4 or 5 games, I think. So, yeah, still really a solid pick here. This is only first half. Let's go back to NFL tab here. Our third pick of the day, which has to be a Niners pick, we're going to go with George Kittle. This guy's been an absolute workload for the Niners receiving. He's the tight end for the Niners, obviously. We're going to go over his fantasy score. It was at 12.5, has been bumped up to 13. I don't think you're losing that much value, but he has hit 4 or 5 games at an average of 16.5 fantasy score. He had an absolute obliteration game in Chicago, or not in Chicago, but against Chicago with 21.1 fantasy points last week. So hopefully he rolls that into this game versus the Rams defense. Rams defense is not really good whatsoever. So really like this pick here. Let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, George Kittle has hit over this line 82% of the time. That's 9 of 11 games. Absolutely solid. He only hit the under in the first week, which is crazy because, I mean, most players hit the unders in the first week. They're really rusty. And versus Buffalo, Buffalo has literally top 10 defense in the league. So, I don't blame him for having an under that game. They got blown out that game as well, 10-35. They are projected to win this game, so George Kittle should hit this line as he has majority of this season, and everyone else is hurt. I mean, he's still got Debo, but yeah, that's about it. Like Ayuk is still out, so McCaffrey's out, Jordan Mason's out. So, and they also are getting Trent Williams hopefully back this week. That would help a little bit. And yeah, I also think Bosa is coming back, so that may help with Matthew Stafford's passing as well. So, anyways, really, really solid picks here. I'm really confident in all 3 of these picks. Make sure to lock them in. And yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications whenever I post. I think there's only one game this week when I check the ESPN app. It's just Army and Navy playing. I know the bowl games are next week. College football playoffs are, I think, the week after. So I might not be posting this week, but we'll see. Unless I'm seeing ESPN app wrong. I think it's just that game. So I'll let you guys know. You guys will be able to see it if you guys turn on your notifications. But for sure, we'll have a Sunday 4-man loading up. I'm going to do a lot of research for that. So stay tuned for that. And on the Discord, if you guys join, link in my YouTube bio. I have been posting tons of flip slips. That's my favorite app for betting, and I highly recommend to hop on the trend. It gives you free money every single day, like $1 a day, up to $5, and you can build that up and be able to cash that money out for free. So if you guys are a low better, like low amounts that you put money into apps, just go to Fliff. Like if you guys like putting down 100, then stick with Prizepicks. But if you guys don't want to waste your money, then go to Fliff. It's seriously saves so many people from wanting to waste so much money and fall into addiction or whatnot. But Fliff is really a solid app to use, and I highly recommend it. But Prizepicks is also solid too. They have really good deals, really good discounts. So if you guys like that, make sure to stick to it. But yeah, these are my most confident 3-man. Lock it in. We'll see you guys probably Sunday, but I'll let you guys know. But yeah, you guys have a good week. We'll see ya. Peace.